At the wheel, a story unfolds, chisel sharp, a steady hand, crafting beauty across the land. From pen kit small to projects grand, Turner's warehouse making it stand. Amy by his side, the warehouse lady, reading comments, keeping it shady. Wednesday night, the show's live. Wood chips fly, watch them thrive. Resin flows, a vibrant hue. Turner's warehouse, me and you.
And we're live. Nope, we're not live. Amy's
5
live.
seconds. Oh, we're probably live. I'm delayed.
Nope. My camera is not working. Yours is.
I see you.
You see me moving?
Um,
It's frozen.
it does look frozen.
I wonder. Audio, USB drive. Okay, I got audio. Maybe they can hear me. So if you guys can hear me, as you can see, Amy's cam is working. Amy, wave.
I can't hear anything though.
Amy's cam is working, but my cams are not working. They're frozen.
Oh wait, maybe I am getting audio.
Heyo! For some reason, the black. Oh, wait. Oh!
Yeah, wait, maybe just give it a second.
No, I think I got it. Daniel, I think I figured out a trick. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, nice.
Test. So you know what I did?
Woohoo!
I jumped to the camera on here
Uh-huh.
and then back, and it refreshed it.
There you go.
Oh,
So I didn't
there
have
we
to
go.
kill it.
All right.
We learned a lesson. Hey everybody, we're a couple minutes early or a bunch late, depending on how you want to look at it. Amy, go ahead and tell them what happened.
Well, one of two things happened. You guys can probably ascertain which one. One, I messed up and I accidentally scheduled it for 3 o'clock instead of 4 o'clock. Or two, because I'm like, I always schedule it for the same time.
Yeah.
Maybe it messed up because we were in a different time zone when I scheduled it. Because
I
I did
guarantee
it
you it
on
was
the
the
road.
time zone. We were in Colorado, which
Chad's
is an
times
hour
too.
ahead, and that is what happened. Guarantee it. So we saw that
Anyway.
a bunch of people were on, so we wanted to jump on and chat with everybody. We're going to start in like 5 minutes.
Darren
at
says,
4
I
o'clock.
blame Myra.
It was clearly Myra's fault. You're right, Darren. I think you're probably right. But we saw you guys were chatting, so we wanted to let you know what we
That's
think
funny.
happened. Amy scheduled it at 4 o'clock Colorado time because we were in
Well,
Colorado.
but like, why would it even know where I am?
Amy, it knows everything. Yeah,
That's
location
still
services.
my fault.
So 4 o'clock Colorado.
Still my fault.
3 o'clock Arizona.
It's
So
still my fault.
our bad. Hopefully you guys are all good
Yeah.
and had a chance to chat with each other. Sorry if we lost anyone,
That is a huge cup.
but it's going to be so worth it.
My Jake cup is getting washed.
Hey, Darren, Terry Black's Barbecue, ever heard of it? I kept my cup from SWAT.
Jamie says you never messed up, Amy. Chad took you to a different time zone.
That's true. Had I not taken Amy to Colorado, it would have been fine.
That's true. Oh, it's hilarious.
Hey, while we're here, If y'all haven't watched Jamie Page's video from Monday, it's Wednesday already, you got to go watch it because, one, I'm featured in it as a character, and by featured I mean a blip on the screen, of course. But he turns an ornament for St. Jude that he's sending all the way across the pond to help raise money, and it's a really good video, so check it out. And Jamie, if you're there, you can put a link in the chat, unless, is that not allowed? I don't know how that works.
I think I can.
Amy can?
Hold on.
If time permits.
Hold on.
But, can they? Yeah. Okay. What's going on, everybody? It's been a whirlwind of time for us. I feel like we just left and now we're back, but it's like a different day and a different week. Because last Wednesday, what were we doing last Wednesday at this time? I think we were driving. We had loaded up a trailer full of wood and we were driving to Fort Collins, Colorado.
We did a lot of things.
You know, we may have been around Buc-ee's around 3 o'clock because we did stop and get a sandwich for lunch, dinner. Brisket, turkey, pulled pork sandwich. It was quite nice.
Right, because you were asking us if we wanted it.
The truffle shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. We went to stop at our friend's house too and like do some videos with him, which was really, really fun.
Yeah, and those will be coming out if they're not out already. Amy can tell you about that. Amy, we're going to Amy Cam so you can talk about what's coming out in videos.
They're not?
Nope, wrong one. There it is. Amy Cam.
Well, the videos are not out yet, but I was real happy that I was able to get the video from Colorado out. That was the gallery video.
Words are going to be a struggle today because I'm tired too and
Rocky
you're tired.
Mountain, yeah, we're tired.
It's going to be a funny one.
But Rocky Mountain Wood Turning Symposium was awesome. It was a smaller show, but for a smaller show, like it was so well done. The presenters were amazing. We heard people talk about it was some of the best demos that they've ever seen, which was really cool. So I dropped that video today. Oh, I was just about to put, here's Jamie's video. And I will pin that to the top.
Yeah, Jamie's video is cool.
It also went out in the newsletter. So if you get our newsletter, Jamie's video was also in the newsletter. And then I did the gallery video. And we didn't have a lot of pictures. Like we spent some time with Mr. Jim and we saw a bunch of other people and we didn't take a lot of pictures. And then we were kind of reflecting that maybe it was just because we were like really in the present moment and just like really enjoying ourselves. Not that we don't when we take pictures, but...
Yeah, we had dinner with Jim and we didn't even think about a picture till later because we were just chatting and having a good time.
Yeah, it was great.
Did somebody say Schimmel time zone? That's pretty funny.
Schimmel time zone? No, that is real. And then Michael McEwen earlier in the chat, he was like, oh, when it changes again on April 1st. And then I was like, dang it, at least I know the date now that the time zones are changing.
What
and
a
then
joke, April 1st.
He was totally joking with me.
Yeah.
Like April 1st joking. I totally fell for it. But it's real weird because we never change time zones here. So everybody else should get on board with that because it's awesome.
All right. Well, hey, we're looking at 4 o'clock. Go ahead.
So there is going to be a couple more videos coming out. We did a shop tour video with our friend John, and we did a gallery video with our friend John to show off some of his work. But he was kind enough to lend us a piece to put on our table, and then he gave me a couple pieces. So we want to show those off. I can't really see.
Actually, let's jump right into it. Show off.
Yeah, here, you should show it off in your camera up there.
Okay. Yeah, so let's jump into this. Since it's 4 o'clock and hopefully people will be joining at 4. I'm Chad, Turner's Warehouse. Amy's on the Amy Cam. And
I'm on the Amy Cam.
If you're new or not new, let us know who you are and where you're from. Go ahead and set those up here.
Oh, also, shout out to Michael McEwen, who hilariously, can I tell a funny story about Rocky Mountain?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so we're hanging out at Rocky Mountain and Cindy Drozda comes over and she's like, do you know Michael McEwen? And we were like, yeah. And then she was like, something, I'm supposed to give you something? And like, it was very confusing and we were like, I don't know. So she went to go email him, and because on the last live stream, Chad was like, I can't really see inside the Hollowform, and somebody was like, you need a Cindy Drozda tool rest light. And so Michael Mr. Gold, shout out to Mr. Gold, bought one for us from Cindy, and she like gave it to us at the show.
Yeah, so what this is it's a Cindy Drozda signature magnetic micro LED light. And what it is it goes on the inside of your tool rest. So when you have your tool rest up to your Hollowform, you can see in it. So thank you, Michael. We'll be using this shortly. That was really cool and kind of funny that we were all like, she's like, are you guys supposed to get something from Michael? And we're like, I don't know. No. Like, so yeah, it's pretty cool.
Which was also super extra nice because Michael McEwen also had his 50th wedding anniversary that same weekend.
Nice,
Happy
nice.
anniversary. I hope it was wonderful. And he was like buying us stuff at Rocky Mountain. So that was
Yeah, that was
super
really nice. Everybody was super cool there. Hey, I see Jake's in the chat. Jake, thanks for coming because I didn't show up on Saturday because I was at a show, and I know Jake was pretty upset that I wasn't in his chat trolling him. Hashtag troll is what I put on all of them. But let me show you a couple things and then we'll get started with the project today. Here are some, these are from our friend John, and I'll show them right here. This is a Hollowform made from English walnut. I don't know if that light is any good on there.
Oh, yay.
But it's like exquisite. Look at the finish on that. It's a clear lacquer. The hole, I cannot fit my pinky in. That is some crazy hollowing. It weighs nothing. It's just nuts.
That one's mine.
That one's Amy's. This is also, this was kind of a loner. John was like, hey, put this on your table. People will ask about it. And he was not wrong because it is an exceptional Hollowform. I wish I knew what it weighed. It weighs like a couple of ounces. It weighs nothing. It's like 1/8 of an inch maybe at most, and it's all perfect inside. But it's actually, what kind of wood do you think this is, guys? Let you look at it for a sec. Put your guess if you're listening.
Right?
What kind of wood you think it is.
People
But
are talking about the finish on the little one.
look at the top of that. Now this is a matte finish, which we're going to go into some of the finishes later because John shared a lot with us. This is a clear lacquer. It looks like glass. It's literally insanely clear and good. And then this is a matte finish, and it's super crazy. And there again, like, look at the size of this thing. This is like probably some of the best Hollowform I've ever seen, and I'm not.
Jake says it's tree wood.
It is tree wood for sure.
Jim Spalding says dead.
I'm not a Hollowform
Round?
turner, but I've looked at a lot of them. These are exquisite. This is actually box elder burl, but it looks like Buckeye burl because of the gray. It's really kind of fun and unique to have gray in the box elder, but you can see on this corner here,
That's what I thought it was.
you can see some of the flame because it's a flame box elder, but it's exquisite. And John uses the cheat code. He's an exceptional turner, but he uses the cheat code of starting with exceptional wood because it's really crazy good. I'm going to set these over here so they don't get knocked off.
I can bring it back over here if you want.
And then this was a little bowl that our friend John gave Amy. I'll come over here. And it's I think this is a Claro. Oh, here it says Claro walnut. Nice little form and shape. John, if you're listening, amazing work. The finishes are phenomenal. It's just flawless. And everybody who got to see these was like, wow. And then here's a little platter. Again, made of some really nice curly maple. Hopefully it picks up in the camera.
Shout out to Brian from TBC Bushings because they had their 30th wedding anniversary.
Oh,
yesterday.
congrats, Brian. That's awesome. This is actually silver maple. It's a curly silver maple, or figured curly maple. Silver maple. I keep saying it wrong. And then, so those are all from John. Amazing work. And then we happen to be near the Stu Batty booth. So this was one Stu turned during the demonstration. So it's honey locust, and it was wet. So it's starting to get a little bit of a warp, which it will. We bagged it to try to slow it down, but it's actually feeling pretty, still feels a little wet. It's like cool. But it was fun to get a demo bowl from Stu that we're going to have in the shop because, I mean, again, the form like very nice, right? The shape
Really
and
great,
everything.
yeah.
And Stu does this really nice foot on a lot of his bowls. And it probably took him 10 minutes to do this. Like, it's just so fast. It's crazy. So that was pretty cool. And then I was going to show off 2 tools I got. I didn't get much because just I don't need anything. But we did get to go to Trent Bosch Studios open house. And they make all these up there in their shop in Colorado. It's out in the country. It's super cool. So I got these sweet calipers. These are 12-inch calipers, and they're nice for Hollowforms and bowls and things. And then I got this, which I've been wanting to get one of these for a little while. This is a 12-inch golden mean caliper. And I'm sure somebody could explain this better than I, but essentially this is like a good way to balance your projects or your bowls. Like, let's say you want it OG shaped or whatever, you could have a 1/3 and 2/3. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, the 1/3 and 2/3. But it just is a good way to like line it up and kind of get your shapes by using the golden rule or the golden mean. So these are Trent Bosch tools that I picked up there. Trent and his team kind of ran the event and they did a great job. It was really, really well done. And they had excellent tacos. So, I mean, come on now.
And the lunch ticket for tacos was shaped in a little taco.
Yeah. So
The little things that
we got to see a lot of great people. We saw Jason Baldwin and Stu Batty and
we saw
Ashley
Zoltan.
Harwood was
He's
there.
in the chat.
Who?
Zoltan.
Zoltan was there. That was cool to
That
meet
was
you in
cool.
person. We saw Jim Spalding. He was there. Is Jim in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
Jim, thanks for dinner again. That was awesome. We saw Marquetta and her husband Adam. They were next to us.
Marquette is also in the chat.
But a lot of great presenters. If that's a place you can go to, like distance-wise, I would highly recommend that Rocky Mountain. It was, and I'm not just saying this because we were vendors, but there weren't a ton of vendors, but all the vendors were really good, knowledgeable vendors with really good stuff. And then all the presenters were awesome. So like they had a really good lineup of both. So it was really cool. And the weather was nice. It was like in the 70s and 50s at night. The one thing that was kind of odd was not the Blue Angels. What's the other plane team? Blue Angels and
I don't know. The Jets were like.
what's the
practicing.
Army's version of the Blue Angels? I forget. But they were practicing on Wednesday and Thursday, and they were flying right over the van. Dexter, not a fan of low-flying jets, like F-35s or whatever they are. I mean, just buzzing us. It was cool, but not cool for the dog.
He was more agitated, I feel like, when he couldn't see them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, when he saw it, he was like, oh, there's a thing in the sky.
But then on Saturday, they were doing the air show right next to where we were. So you would hear them, and then every once in a while, I'd peek outside, and there'd be a jet flying around. It's cool.
Zoltan says AF Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, that's what it was.
Also, Jamie just super chatted. He said, someone says tacos.
Thanks, Jamie. You're the man, man. You're the man, man. Jamie, look at this. Finger calipers are permanently mounted. So
It looks like little horns.
let's say I want 3 inches. I can just put it right up there, and there's my my 75 mil, because these are metric. 75 mil, done. All right, let's get started, shall we? Any comments, questions from anyone before we get started? Okay.
I also, 2 shout outs.
Amy, hold on.
Okay.
Let me Amy Cam. Amy Cam, shout outs.
2 shout outs. If you guys are headed to a symposium in the future, or you want to just like bring this back to your clubs, there were some awesome women from the like women in turning, like the WIT clubs that are within all of the regional clubs for AAW. And like, if you're not in your local club and you have a local club, you should totally join up because it's pretty cool. But there were some ladies who started this really cool thing called Turned Connections. And
will you
it's
set these over there?
basically like, if you can turn a bead or turn a bunch of beads to share when you're at a symposium or you're at an event or a club meeting or whatever, you can like trade beads. So it was cool, like people were signing beads and getting like signatures and switching beads, and I got a few beads given to me, which are awesome, and I'm planning on making a bunch of beads for the next time we go to an event. It was really, really fun. You can check it out at Turn Connections at egun.com. I'll put it in the
That's a mouthful.
I know. I'll put it in the not the comments. I'll put it in the video description after we're done. And then also a shout out to Jolie, who's an amazing turner, who runs lower48.org in Oakland, California. And she works really hard to give scholarships to folks who normally wouldn't be able to afford turning classes. And she teaches turning classes out there. So I just wanted to shout her out too. And there are going to be some shout outs of those on the socials this week as well. And then, like Chad was saying, we're going to have some shop tour videos coming. We've got more gallery videos coming, which are going to be awesome. And then we've got some really cool promos coming next week for October as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amy Cam.
Somebody wants to know, are the lathes behind me South Bends?
Yes. Oh, can
Yes,
you
they
see the
are.
lathes? Yeah, the lathes behind Amy are, that one's like a 44 South Bend over her right shoulder. And over the left shoulder, it's a 46, I believe. We got some cool stuff coming. If anyone wants to see it, like we have a cool machine over here called a Bergmaster. And we just got it wired up last week because it's 3-phase and we don't have 3-phase here. So if you guys are interested, we could do a little video showing it. It's pretty neat. We're going to be using it to make pen parts, so it's kind of cool. All right. Any comments or questions I need to address?
No.
Next
We're
event,
ready
Amy?
to get started. Huh?
Any next event or anything? Not yet.
Not yet.
That's too far off. Okay. So let's jump into this project. We're going to continue the Christmas ornament. Thanks to everybody who's working on their Christmas ornaments. We're getting a lot of posts and videos. Like I said, Jamie, Andrew in the UK, Jake. So the whole SMC crew is already either underway or done. So that's pretty awesome. And everyone here is going to make one. Do you know what you're making yet?
Yeah, like Pokemon.
Secret, right?
Yeah.
Secret Pokemon. Nice. I'm going to make...
Nice.
I did this years ago for my, I'm going to do this one obviously, but I'm going to do a steampunk again because I did one years ago and I thought it was pretty cool, but I feel like I'm better at stuff now because years of experience of doing stuff. And that was 7 years ago, so I should be better at it. So let's continue on this. If you watched last week, we made this little Hollowform, super simple. It was a good demonstration. Was it the best Hollowforming? Probably not. But one thing that happened is I opened up the hole more than I would have liked to because I was trying to fit it on a chuck and it still didn't fit. So I don't like this big hole, but I don't want to just fill it with wood or resin. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to try to make a finial to come out the bottom and then something that comes through the middle and has a hole in it for hanging, right? Mm-hmm. And it'll kind of look like it's floating in there. So it won't touch the edge of this hole. It'll just come out the middle floating. So I've got a pretty good handle on how we can do it. So let's go for it. What do you say?
Yeah, yeah.
And what do you think, Amy? Should I make like a longer finial
Yes,
or a shorter?
100% longer.
How long? Like that long? Is that too long?
Longer.
Longer? Like a foot?
Oh,
Like this long?
Probably not that long.
Like this long?
Yes. Like
Okay.
longer. Do the
Okay.
people agree? Longer is but little bit longer is better.
Oh boy. All right, so I'm going to load this in.
Well, you can't be too short.
That's true. What I've got here is the Victory with the inserts. So this isn't just a sales plug, although it is a good example. These are the inserts that make it this smaller diameter. So it's kind of like a mini chuck now, only it's not a mini chuck. So we're going to cut this off. Let me grab a parting tool. Oh, what was that noise?
Oh boy.
All right, we're going to make it this long. I didn't measure it because I don't have to. So what I'd like to do is go through my hole in the bottom of this with a tenon, and then have the top fit on the tenon, and I'll glue it on to where they're connected once they go through the bottom right here. Make sense? Makes sense. So I took my calipers and I measured the inside of this hole. I don't have it on because I don't really care about what the measurement is. I'm just going to cut it till I get this down. Was there something that came up, Amy?
People are saying use your new tool to measure.
My new tool?
Yeah.
To measure what? Oh, well, that's like the thickness measurement. I don't really need that. So let's cut this down. Here, I'm going to clean up this end, although it doesn't really matter. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to use a parting tool to get this down to size. We're darn close. All right. So now I'll hold it a little more carefully.
Is that the top or the bottom?
This is the tenon that will go inside of the ornament. That make sense?
Yeah.
And this is a tenon that I will hold it with while I turn the rest. Let's see how close I am. Oh. Actually, I'm close. Tiny bit more. I could probably sand it, but I can see a little taper in this tenon, so we'll just touch it. Hey, look at that. By the way, I did drop, I don't know if I should share it, I did drop this twice, and I hit it with the sander, so I messed up my little rings. But that's called reality. So things happen.
Reality, deal with it.
It's called real life. I was like unloading wood and it was in my hand.
Arthur says 1/3 ornament and 2/3 finial.
Oh, that's a
feel
good,
like
oh,
that-
see, that's the golden mean.
Well, that's why I
So,
was saying.
oh, you were saying that? I thought you meant use the calipers. That's why I was like, what?
No, but also, like, that's why it needs to be longer.
Okay, no, I'm gonna totally do that. Yeah, I'm with you now. Now I'm following you.
Arthur knew what I was talking about.
This is gonna be a tough.
Yeah, you got a new golden rule tool.
This is gonna be a tough communication day for me because I'm still really tired from driving. Some fun stats from our trip. We just cracked 2,000 miles round trip. And we did 40 hours and some change in the car. So it was, it was.
Just talking about it makes me yawn.
Yeah, it makes you tired. So that works pretty well. I got to put a little center drill in here. Yeah, it was a lot of driving. But I'd do it again, just not today. Hey, thanks.
I don't know. I feel like sometimes things are more fun when I'm tired.
Here, we'll just do Amy
definitely
Cam
more
the rest
funny.
of the day.
No.
Amy
no.
Cam,
That's all right.
because
That's all right.
it's funnier.
Oh, man.
Do we just need to have like Amy full screen and then chat cam?
Arthur,
That's what we'll do.
no.
Yeah,
No.
we'll go Amy full screen, Chad Cam. All right, so I'm gonna put a live center on here.
Yes. See, Darren said, dang, that's a lot of hours. Glad you took the supervisor. Always appreciate the Dexter picks. He did so good, you guys. He's 14 years old, and he, like, killed it on this trip. He did
Yeah,
so good.
he was good.
And then we got home, and I think he was like, why aren't we adventuring, you guys?
I don't know. I think he was like, I've had enough of this.
Well,
So this little tenon here, let's see,
yesterday
fits in there real nice.
he was like, I want to be walking around in Colorado.
Yeah, it
Still
was
hot
nice for
here.
him to get a lot of walks.
Yeah.
He doesn't get as many walks in the summer here. All right.
Yeah, see, I feel like Jim Spalding also drove like many, many hours.
All right, so this is going to the bottom of my, here, we were gonna do this. This is the bottom of my thing. You know, words. So if that is the bottom third, ooh, it means the top has to be quite long. So I'll leave that up. Leave it unfolded. Those Trent Bosch tools are really nice. And even if you have no interest in hollowing, you should go watch his videos because he has this camera that projects down and then they draw the tool on the screen. So when you're in a Hollowform, you can see where your tool is because it's like on a screen which has the wood and the tool inside. It's wicked. Really cool. Really, really cool. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna first make a little part line. And this will be, we're gonna take this off at the end. Well, maybe that's, I don't know. We'll see if that was a bad idea or not. Let's do shape-wise. All right.
And Marquetta made it to the East Coast.
Marquetta's out in Ohio.
I don't know if that. Marquetta, where did you guys go first? She even said it, and I'm like,
Well, they're going to the Jason Rose's event. Okay. So let's see. Can my golden?
Oh,
I'm gonna use
you
this
guys
too
are gonna
much
be having
now.
all kinds of fun. Darren's going to the
Ohio?
MOVPGG
Oh, nice.
Mid Ohio Valley Pin Turning Gathering.
I don't know if that's what that's for, but I'm gonna use it. So I want one. I don't know if this little tenon I cut is strong enough to hold this whole thing. So I'm going to turn it down some. Let's do this.
Yes.
Yes?
They're driving down. They flew in to see Roman first. Adam and Dad and Marquetta. And then they're driving down.
Nice.
And then I think Jess was driving across country. I think.
Jess, her sister?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
We got to meet Marquetta's sister and Marquetta's dad at the show. It was really fun.
Yeah, how old was Marquetta's dad? Because he's still out having a good time with turning and everything.
Mm-hmm. Brian, what are you guys doing for your anniversary?
I think that's a little too
He's
big.
86.
That's so cool. Well, he's still going for it because he got a bowl blank and some bowl finish from us.
That's awesome.
All right, so let's go ahead and do this bottom part. See if I have enough room in here.
Michael, that's awesome. Welcome. We got Michael as a first timer.
Hey,
Just found us,
Michael.
like, not long ago. Oh, he's watching.
Who?
Marquetta's dad.
Awesome. Hi, Marquetta's dad. Hi, Paul. I like to say Marquetta's dad, even though his name's Paul. It's fun.
That's super cool. Jamie says, I saw a YouTube video the other day of a guy taking his first turning lesson and he was 98.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
How do you guys feel about this shape? It'll be a little smaller, a little bigger into the bottom. I think it'll work. I don't want to cut it through, but I'm real close. I should probably...
Ooh, it looks good. I hadn't looked for a minute.
Daniel, don't forget.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, that's true. Marquetta said Marquetta and Roman's dad. Don't want to ignore the older brother.
Eh. Roman wasn't at the show. I don't even remember him. Just kidding.
He's funny.
Maybe, Roman, maybe at Ohio,
Aw.
you could work on bringing Marquetta out of her shell. She's so quiet. She's so afraid to talk to everyone.
Zoltan just super chatted 30 bucks
What?
for tacos.
Thanks, Zoltan.
The
That's
staff
awesome.
is getting tacos. Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We have a taco joint right down the street called Rosie's. That's pretty good.
Don't threaten us with a good taco time. All
We're
right.
getting Rosie's.
So I think we got enough here. We can get rid of this end. I just wanted a little
Bye,
extra
Daniel.
support.
Have a good night.
Later, Daniel. Nightmare Ninja out.
Hey, Salisbury. Welcome. Myra's working on a sewing project tonight, which I've been taking my bag everywhere, and it's awesome, and the zippers are perfect, and everything about it is perfect. So Myra made me a sweet bag. It's like a backpack.
Yeah, shout out to Myra.
It's like
That's a cool
crossbody
bag.
It's so cute. It has mushrooms all over
All right,
it.
I'm going to sand this up a little bit. We'll do a little more after the fact, but at least we'll give you guys a good idea of what it looks like. And good or bad,
Yes. Jen is in the chat too. Everybody's saying hi to Jen.
good or bad, this will be in the auction for St. Jude. So even if you want to buy it and make fun of it, it'll be available. And just make sure you bid a lot, because that's the fun part.
Oh my gosh. Now we got another super chat from Darren. Chips and salsa, guacamole too.
You guys are too funny. Too
We
funny.
legit
Thank you.
are going to take the staff to Delicious Taco. We
Yeah.
try and do like at least monthly all go to lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, Ralph says, I thought the finial was going to pass through the ornament and appear to float.
It will. You'll see here in just a sec. Let me grab my kitchen knife here for a nice sharp point. Ralph, you are not wrong.
Ooh, South Australia.
However, if I didn't explain it correctly, that could be a thing. Kind of shape that
Now
down
I
a little.
totally want tacos, chips,
Right.
and guac.
Too fun. Okay,
That
so.
looks awesome, Chad.
Oh, thank you. So I need to fix up this end because obviously I just cut it off with a parting tool-ish.
Ooh. Jim says he purchased several pieces of ebony while in San Antonio.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. I feel like ebony is like one they use for finials a lot on really cool ornaments.
Yeah, ebony is a great finial. Okay, I'll do some like detail sanding after the fact, but this should get us at least started to what we think. Okay, so I got the little tenon on there, and the idea is that's going to go in there, and now I'm going to make a part that goes down in here, oh, that way, and fits over that tenon, and it won't be a lot, but it'll be a little. So I know what drill bit I used for this, so let me chuck up another piece of this stuff. I think this is going to work. Now, how long should this be? What you got?
Jamie just did a super chat that says, Chad's gonna need some napkins. He's gonna make a mess of himself.
You know it. I mean, if we're talking tacos.
Do you have to pay for napkins where you live?
No wonder we broke away from England. We're not paying for napkins. All right. Sorry if that was too mean, Jamie. I don't know.
Oh, that was funny.
All right. Now,
That was funny.
does this need to be... So see, this I'm going to turn down so that it's in here, but it's not touching the wall. It's going to look like it's floating, if that makes sense. But how big, and maybe I'm overusing these things.
Hey, Chris, welcome.
I think like right about there where my thumb is, right there.
You can't really ever go wrong with peanut butter and jelly.
That's an odd comment.
Well, everybody's talking about what they're going to have for dinner, and Jim said, I'm thinking about peanut butter and jelly tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
But what kind of jelly?
Of course, grape, duh.
Also, yeah, man, peanut butter.
All right, so we're going to mount this in here, and we're going to cut this off.
What are you going to finish it with?
Probably bowl finish.
Sweet.
It's my favorite stuff right now. And this, I should mention, this is just a Paduke dowel that I had.
It looks cool with all the red sawdust.
If you're new to woodworking, dowel means round piece of wood.
Blueberry.
Much like a regular piece of wood that's not round. Okay, so let's do a little
Aw.
quick center drill.
Alicia's on. And she says, Miles says, hi, Chad and Amy.
What
hey,
up, Miles?
What up? Shout out to Miles. I hope you guys are having fun on your trip.
Yes, trip time. Okay, so let's see
Enjoying
here.
cooler weather.
That's always a good thing.
I don't know if you guys know, but Miles is 10, about to 11? 10. About to be 11? I don't know. Anyway, Miles is young, and he's an awesome turner, and he went to Forge Night, awesome forger as well.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Great
didn't
when
he?
young folks can be into art stuff. So shout out to Miles for that.
All right, so yes, and they're in cooler weather for a few days. That's nice. It's still hot in Arizona. What happened? We thought we'd come back and it'd be nice. All right, this is sticking through about
Pistachio butter. I don't think
if I
I've ever had
measure
that.
here.
Sounds delicious.
about that much. So that's what I'm going to make, or that's what I'm going to drill, I should say.
Barbecue chicken.
What?
The chat has turned into a food chat.
Super chat.
Food.
Super chat.
Food chat.
Food chat. You guys are making me hungry with all this taco talk.
I know. Well, now we're talking about pistachio butter with raspberry jelly on grilled sourdough bread.
So follow me, guys. Tell me if this sounds legit. This guy now has a hole in it. we'll go over the tenon in here.
I thought so.
Here we go. Oh, and it presses on. Okay.
Happy birthday, Miles. His birthday's this week.
Oh, that's cool. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Wait, I'll Amy cam you.
I mean, my cam is
There you
in
go.
the corner. Happy birthday, Miles. Woo woo. 11.
All right, so now I'll turn this down, maybe give it a little shape and enough for a ring, and I'll drill a little hole, and that'll hang. Does that make sense? It's starting to look like an ornament almost.
Oh, jeez.
From a
Those
once
tacos.
whatever to an ornament. Now, initially I was like, how am I going to hold this, because I don't want to mess up this tenon, but I can hold it right here because that's going to be down in the ornament. Now it'll add a little weight, but I'm not going to make it huge, but I'm just going to hold it right there. What's up, Amy?
Mike Taylor just checked in from Kentucky. He's a new grandpa. Congratulations. He's a pop-pop.
Mike Taylor's a grandpa? Come
Yeah.
on, that's crazy.
Woo woo.
Way to
There's
go,
lots
Mike.
of cool celebrations right now. We got anniversaries, birthdays, new babies, first-time grandpas,
That's awesome.
peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter and jelly time.
Now
Actually, you
people
know
are
what I
talking
better
about steak tacos, and I'm like real hungry now. We got birthdays.
I'm going to put a little divot in here. Not divot, a little countersink. Nope, also not the right word. I'll get it eventually. A little center drill. Whew.
You're doing great.
You know, I wasn't talking much today, so I didn't realize that I couldn't communicate. Okay, so I center drilled that so that it'll have a spot for my live center, because I'm going to kind of hang this way out, because I'm going to make it the whole length. And I actually want to kind of make it as skinny as I can, except for the top where I'm going to drill a hole for the tie. What is the tie thing called on an ornament? Hanger? Hanger hook? Something like that? So I'm going to tighten this down. And I'm going to leave, oh, you know what I should do?
Happy birthday to Chris Grego. Has a birthday this weekend as well.
What if I drill, no, I'll drill it at the end, because if I decide to change something or whatever, then it will be in the wrong spot if I drill it now. All right, so we're going to cut this down. This is down inside the ornament, like that. And then this will be all exposed, so I want to make it skinny, and then I'll make a bulb at the top here that I can drill through for the hanger. And this is all just kind of on a whim stuff to see if it works. And it appears to be working.
I was giggling to myself because you're like, failure to communicate, or whatever you're saying about communication.
I believe we have a failure to communicate.
And then it was making me laugh because I was like, oh, that's because you were stuck in the van with me for like 40 hours. I talked
40
too
hours,
much.
Amy.
I know.
And then we had to come right back to work, so.
Happy birthday to Michael as well.
Who?
Michael, Bella. I think he's a first timer.
Nice. Welcome, first timer. Just so anyone knows, if you came in a little after we started, because we came on because there was a little scheduling snafu since we were in Colorado.
As Zach would say, it was a whoopsie doodle.
A whoopsie doozle.
Is that what he says? Whoopsie doodle?
I think something like that.
Whoopsie doodle? Oh, no, I can't remember.
And we scheduled the live stream last week when we were in Colorado, so that put it an hour earlier than AZ time, which isn't great when you're trying to be on time.
What movie is that from? What we have here is a failure to communicate.
I feel like it was like Platoon or something, but I don't know.
I feel like... Oh, that's funny. Darren says, I bet Amy made Chad listen to the audiobook of 1001 Dad Jokes. Oh,
We did listen to a lot of audiobook. I want to kind of make this thin.
We did listen to audiobooks, but we're listening to the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, and they're really funny. Miles knows what I'm talking about because he listens to them too. They're really funny. Classic Nightbot. Cool Hand Luke is the movie.
That's what it was? Wow.
Maybe. Bruce Willis says Cool Hand Luke.
I would have never remembered.
JP says it's from a Guns N' Roses song, Civil War. Oh,
Really?
now everybody's saying Cool Hand Luke. I've never seen that movie. In my head, I was thinking that it was like Tommy Boy or something.
That must be right, if everyone thinks so.
Yeah.
I didn't really put anything.
Jake's awesome. He's like, is it Cool Hand Luke? Oh, you guys are great. I love this chat.
Jake sent Amy a cup, and that cup traveled
That
all
cup
around taking
traveled
pictures.
all around. I did take a lot of pictures within a lot of places. But then by the time we were on our way back, I was like tired and didn't take any photos.
Well, it was just reverse of everything going up, so you
That's
could
true.
just take the picture in Photoshop and flip it,
That's
and
true.
then it would be reverse. This kind of looks like a chess piece, but that's all right. I think this is going to work. All right, let's see if my chuck will hold.
Brian says Guns N' Roses took the sound clip from Cool Hand Luke.
Nice. So, I don't have a lot of meat holding right here.
Here's what it's from. It's totally from that song. It's all clicking in my brain now.
So we'll see if this is strong enough.
Yeah, Myra says it looks like a rook.
It does. It does kind of look like that.
Chess is a really cool game.
All right, let's get rid of this guy.
Oh. Darren says, I think I'm going to have to bid on this ornament. Cool design, but mostly because it's made of Paduke. Probably my top favorite wood. Might tie with
Paduke is,
Coco
huh?
Bolo. It is really cool.
It's wild how really orange it is.
Well, it's kind of cool because it's like reddish orangish, and then you're matching it with the green, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let's see how good or
Brian,
bad
you should
this
totally
looks.
do that.
So this is my first one, because I'm definitely going to do a steampunk ornament for the contest. Listen to that wood.
Why is it whistling like that?
I don't know. I guess because it's so hard.
Jake also likes Paduke.
Jake Thompson from Saturday Morning Cartoons?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Jamie says, and me.
I feel like you could
He likes the color.
you could do these a couple of times and really nail down some cool designs. Obviously, this is like on a whim, the first one. So is it perfect? No, but it is like got potential.
Well, sometimes you have to make one thing to like work the kinks out or whatever.
Oh yeah, totally. I agree. Get the dust off of this. So I'm not, these are Lathe Buddy rags. Marquetta gave me a bunch of them. Lathe Buddy towels. So I'm not like fine sanding this, but we'll call it like, what's the word? Utility sanding. I don't want any like gashes or bad marks. But I'm just going to hand sand it.
Oh, it does look like a golf tee, kind of.
That or this?
I think that. Well, I don't know.
So, Paduke, when you, man, it like, the dust is, it's like dye almost. It's crazy good.
Jake Thompson says tea with sugar. And I'm like, no, unsweetened tea. It's the way to go.
In Texas, I noticed they have sugar with a little bit of tea. Because, like, I don't mind sweet tea, but man, was it sweet. All right. So, here's the idea, the big reveal.
That's awesome, Ralph. Ralph says, I just finished an ornament base for the auction in Purdue. Very surprised how dark red it turned out after finishing.
Now, the hard part here is, oh, see, I pushed out the bottom. May have to, no, I can hand clamp it. The old hand clamp. So, this is kind of what I was going for, was like the floating top. Now, I don't think it's on straight. Kind of looks like an apple floating on a stick.
Looks pretty good.
I think it's all right. I mean, let me drill a hole, and then let's put some finish on it, because that's, you know, the fun part. Now, should I measure or eyeball it? We know the answer.
Anita says, I'm being influenced. I'm going to have to go get me a lathe buddy.
Who what?
She's being influenced. She's going to have to go get a lathe buddy.
Who is?
Anita.
You know, if you guys don't know Marquetta, I highly recommend getting to know her. However, if you're in the same room, you don't have to seek her out, because she'll find you. She had... Does everyone know who Stu Batty is? Like, wood turner, he's really good. She had Stu Batty with a lathe buddy on his lathe while he's roughing out bowls at an alarming rate. And it was just so funny, because Marquetta's like, Stu, you need a lathe buddy on there. And his lathe was rusting from all the wet wood. So, I mean, it wasn't like totally far-fetched, but it was just so funny.
It's totally legit.
Because I would never expect someone to put a lathe buddy while they're roughing out bowls, but Marquetta had him over there.
It's totally legit.
Turn him with a lathe buddy on. All right, let's do this real quick.
That's because Marquetta approaches life with love and joy.
She does?
Yeah.
Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Like 100% joy and love.
Yeah, it was pretty funny and fun. And boy, you get Marquetta and her sister together, whoo, it's a hoot.
Lots of puns. Very punny.
It was very punful. I understand why Roman might be the quiet brother. With those two, it'd be hard to keep up, because they are hilarious. All right, so put a little glue on there. And I'm going to do my best to... I think we're pretty close. The bottom is a little wonky.
EC7 Studios, that works, because we do have a pen category. But you never know. If you just noodle around, you might come up with something cool for an ornament.
Okay, so that was my idea. I don't know if it was executed. I don't know if I love the top. I don't. That's why I'm saying that. That's what you say when you're like, I hate the top, but you don't want to be negative. So I don't know if I love the top, but it looks pretty cool. Otherwise, let's put some bowl finish on it.
Marquetta says, you guys, you're so kind. But like legitimately, it's just the universe reflecting back at her, because she literally is like joy and love. I really enjoyed this show because we got to know her and her husband Adam a little better, and it was really fun.
Yeah, it was all right. Look, my new
You
rag.
know you're in with Chad when he jokes with you.
So we'll put a little finish on this. This is the Turner's Bowl finish.
Roman says, some talk, some do.
There you go. This is what we've been using on our bowls. And you don't have to put it on with your finger. You can wear a glove, but it's all natural. Gosh, I got it on the lathe again. So I need a lathe buddy. You basically wipe it on, let it sit and wipe it off. Now with a bowl, you'd want it a lot more soaked in. With an ornament, I don't think I'm going to care how much it soaks in as long as it's got a little bit. But look at this stabilize when I put this on it. It looks phenomenal. Whoop, wrong way. But see, the colors really pop out, the light and dark, once you get a little finish on it. So if you are looking for a bowl or food safe finish, I wasn't intending for this to be a commercial, but we do love this stuff, and we put it on all of our bowls and kitchen implements. Now, one tricky thing is getting a little finish down in there, because it looks funny without it. There we go. The rag to the rescue. So I'm just going to kind of like wipe on, wipe off right now. And I think it looks pretty good for what we got going on here. I wouldn't call this like a true Hollowform. It looks like a mental patient made it. It's a little clunky, a little thick here. I could have done a lot thinner finial, but you know, for the purposes of this, it's fine. I would try this again with the floating idea, but like I said, I didn't like the big hole, and the only reason we did that hole the way it was because we were trying to put it on chuck. So I don't know, it's kind of a fun way to call an audible here and make it work. But it definitely looks like kind of like a Christmas ornament, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks great.
Great. It's very thick. It's way too thick here and even up here, but you know, you should make one thinner. And by you, I mean everybody
Thin
watching.
finials are nice.
Thin finials are the way to go. They're impressive. Yeah. But it takes a little more time and focus.
Mara says, you are your own worst critic. It looks great.
Well, thank you.
JP says, it looks like an apple with an arrow in it.
It kind of does look like an apple with an arrow. But you get the idea. You can do a lot with this. And of course, you could do resin. You could do resin here, wood and resin, whatever. Endless options, as with most wood turning, or turning in general. And let's see how big it ended up being. About 75 mil.
Jake says, why did you stab that apple?
Yeah, kind of looks like it. That would actually be cool to try to make a sword through an apple look. We did have an apple last year in the ornament contest, and it raised a lot of money. Didn't it go over $100? The carved apple?
I don't think so.
No? Less than 100?
Maybe. It was up there.
I wonder whose ornament will get more bids, Jamie's or Jake's?
Oh.
Or Andrew's? Which SMC host will get the highest bid? That's the question.
Also,
hold on, Amy Cam.
Next month.
Go ahead.
It's not official, but I think it's pretty official. Next month, towards the end of the month. Hold on, let me look at my calendar. On the 29th, at our regular time, I think there's going to be a turn off again.
Oh yeah, that's not totally done.
I think Jake is going to be there.
Jake, have you been contacted by anyone? Wait, would that be us contacting him?
Jake says, I will bribe people to bid higher.
Well, I would expect that would be the case. So, yeah.
Yeah, we are still in the planning-ish phases, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be on that day, and there's going to be some awesome people, including Jake.
Yeah, I think Jake's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to have a busy October, and I can tell you why. There's going to be a turnoff, at least one, maybe two, for ornaments with some very fun turners who you may or may not know, but you definitely do know. Using some tools that are very easy to use on wood. Most of them use like easy wood tools that are easy. So we're going to have that. We're going to have a couple of videos on some kitless that are going to be really cool, and I hope it motivates you to make something similar. We're going to raise a little money for, what's the name of the?
Susan Komen.
Susan Komen.
Breast cancer.
We're going to do a couple of things to raise a little money for that. Not like the St. Jude push, but we're going to do a little thing. That'll be cool, and I think we should have a good video to go along with that if I get it all done. Most of this hinges on me, so we'll see how much
That
it
will
gets done.
be next week. Like next week, we're gonna drop a new blank, and this new blank is pretty awesome. And part of the proceeds of the blank will be going to fund breast cancer research.
Do you think we could
So-
make that all next week? I think we could do it in 1 week, hour and a half.
Maybe. I don't know.
So we're going to make a pen next week, and the pen's going to go up for auction, and all the money will go to Susan G. So I hope the pen comes out as cool as I think it will. It's going to be pretty cool.
But also, a couple things. My mom recently hit 5 years cancer-free.
Yep,
Woo-woo!
that's cool.
Which is awesome. And when we were at the Rocky Mountain show, we met Marquetta and Roman's sister, Jess, who's amazing and does a ton of fundraising for breast cancer research. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. You do the like 60-mile walks. Look at this cool blank that we're going to be dropping. So they got like sneak peek of this blank. It's real cool. And any hoodles. So we cooked up a plan together. And so we're going to be using her fundraising link, which is really, really awesome. So anyway, we'll have all the details of that for you next Wednesday. But for whatever reason, we just told everyone right now.
Cat's out of the bag.
It builds suspense because we're not actually going to drop that blank till the October 1st, which is next Wednesday.
Yeah, so we always try to give a little extra information in the live stream, though. Like, everybody gets to, like, have a little bonus knowledge from being here.
People are loving it, though.
All right.
Also, wait, hold on. I got to catch up on the chat because I was talking. Anita's totally getting a lathe buddy, so that's awesome.
If you're getting it from us, we have 5 colors in stock: red, blue, gray, green, and purple.
We have purple.
Yes.
Barry, the name of the finish is Turner's Bowl Finish.
I should have mentioned that more. This is the stuff. We have it in 2 sizes, so if you want to just try it, you can get a small one. It's made by a gal in Idaho who's a bee farmer, and the stuff is really great. So if you search Turner's Bowl Finish, it may sound like it's our product, but it just means Turner, Wood Turner's Bowl Finish. But it's all natural, food safe. So if you make like spoons or the salad tongs or whatever, you can put it on that.
Darren and Myra are still going back and forth about Emily's bowl, which is hilarious.
Good, good. Glad
Glad
to hear it.
Oh, Myra's employee just finished her chemo. Good vibes to her.
Yep. Put this in here so it
Jake
doesn't
says,
fall.
congrats to your mom. I know. Hitting the 5-year mark is like kind of a big deal.
Yeah. All right. It's going to be an exciting month. October's going to be good. Best part of October. You want to hear it? I don't have to drive anywhere or travel on a plane. It's going to be awesome. It was a lot going to SWAT and then a few weeks later going to Rocky Mountain because we didn't really have a lot in between there, and we were busy. All right. Any other comments, questions, concerns?
Jake says, Idaho.
Jake is the hoe. Yeah.
And Marquetta says, thank you, Turners, for bringing in all the fun from all the places and the people.
You bet. Check out the videos. Do us a favor. Put thumbs up on the videos, even if you don't like them. Just help us out. Although if you watch them, it's better because the time is what really matters, I think.
That's true, Ralph, but it's aesthetically pleasing. Ralph says, wait, food safe bowl finish with a skull on the label? It's cool. It's like a skull and a raven.
It's a raven and a
like
skull. I actually
spooky
dig
vibes.
their logo.
Their logo, her logo is really good. Did you
Oh, the
mention
skull is the candle holder. Here, I'll show it.
She, the woman who owns this business, small business, she's a beekeeper.
Yeah, I mentioned
And she's amazing. And we really like
that. It's a
her
really
bowl
cool
finish.
logo. There it is. The raven is lighting the candle. How cool is that?
Oh,
Turner's Bowl Finish.
it is a really cool.
Yeah, I love skulls. I always want to put skulls on Turner's stuff, and Amy's like, too many skulls.
That's not true.
Well, the last
love
one, you were
spooky
like,
stuff.
you were like the skulls, like on the back of the patch shirt, like too many patches.
Oh.
Anyway, it's all good.
I don't think that's
I like skulls.
I like skulls for spooky season.
Oh, speaking of that, we did run out of glow-in-the-dark Halloween 3D
Yes,
blanks,
Ralph,
but
like,
they're back
that
in
was the
stock,
Raven.
and this is it. So, like, we made our last batch, and that's it. So if you want to get glow-in-the-dark black or the orange black or the green purple, what we have in stock is it for this season. So you guys have
That's
grabbed a
super
bunch of
cool.
those, which is nice. If you want any more, we have some of each, but when they're gone, they're gone.
Quick thing.
Hold on.
I'm tired.
Amy can.
But when I'm tired, I get extra sentimental. You guys are awesome. This chat, awesome. This community, awesome. I love you guys. And I'm just really grateful for the community.
JP, congrats on the number 2. It looks like you're edging out Darren.
It's really good.
Who's number 1 right now? Frankly, I'm a little surprised Darren would let that happen, Jamie, but I mean, it is what it is. Totally messing with you guys. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry about the lack of clear communication with our words, but we still need about 2 days of sleep to catch up
We have words and stuff.
all the
It's
driving.
fantastic.
So thanks, everybody. Next week's going to be a good one. Even if you don't like us, come watch next week because the pen we make is going to be good.
I love Jake. He goes, "You don't suck either."
You don't suck either? Is that what he said?
It's
Jake,
so
you don't
funny.
suck either, man. You're pretty awesome.
Oh man, you guys are the best.
I was explaining to someone how I just got to meet Jake last SWAT, and now, you know, it's like we're always friends, so it's cool.
Yeah, you guys are the best.
Jake just has to know, and I was telling Amy, I should probably warn Jake, I don't talk on the phone and I don't text very much.
Yeah.
Like, we'll talk
That's
every
real.
few months or every month, and we'll be good.
That's real.
That's just me.
It is. Even when like we're out of town, like if we're apart, we'll like text a little. And
I was in
maybe
Alaska
talk
for a
on the
week,
phone.
and I'd text Amy, "You good?" And she'd be like, "Yeah, you good?" I'd be like, "It's 1 in the morning in full sun, but I'm good."
And I'm like, I have the TV remote to myself. I'm good.
Too funny. All right, guys, we're gonna end this before it gets too delirious. Let's start off
Delirious.
the way we
Spin the
started.
lathe, the wood takes
Have a good
hold,
night.
Chad's at the wheel. A story unfolds, chisel sharp, a steady
This is a reverse
hand,
countdown.
crafting beauty
What?
across
At
the
the end of the
land. From
countdown.
pen kit small to projects grand, Turner's warehouse making it stand. Amy
At the
by
end
his
of the
side, the
countdown,
warehouse
I'm,
lady,
ending
reading
the
comments,
live
keeping it shady.
Still talking.
Wednesday
But the song is
night, the show's live. No chips fly, watch them thrive.
It's the end.
Risen full.